Hi everyone, and welcome back to Clara Cookie Crumb Fun. Today is Monday, and that means it is Trim and Healthy Mama Monday. Today I'm going to share with you 5 challenges for better health this week. I hope that you can challenge yourself with these 5 things that I'm going to share with you, so stay tuned and see what they are. Thank you so much for joining me today for Trim and Healthy Mama Monday. If you're new, thank you so much. I hope that you choose to subscribe and come back for more on Trim Healthy Mama, Large Family Life, and our homeschool. If you are returning, thank you so much for being a faithful watcher, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm going to share with you 5 challenges for better health. Now, let me just give you a little disclaimer, because I got to tell you, I am not a medical doctor. Did you know that? I did not go to medical school. I went to Bible college. I did not go to medical school. I am not a doctor, I am not a dentist, I am not a nurse, I am not anything in the medical field. I kiss the boo-boos and put on band-aids and wipe away the tears like other good mamas do. So, if you're looking for good medical advice, I could just give you some encouragement here, sorry. So I'm going to share with you these 5 tips. And like I said, I'm not a doctor. And I do not play one on TV. So let's go. Number 1, give yourself some grace. I've talked about this a few weeks ago for Trim and Healthy Mama Monday about giving yourself some grace. And this is something that I believe we all need to give us. We have times where there is stress in our lives, where things happen in our life where we can't make good food choices. We have stress and we binge eat, or it's that time of the month and we just want some chocolate and peanut butter or something, right? I understand. I always recommend us to plan ahead for these things, but sometimes that always doesn't happen, right? Some of us work outside the home. We have long days. We come home tired. You know, we want to go through the drive-through to make things easier. Do it. Do what is best for you and what is best for your family. And you will never get any judgment from me. I just want to encourage you. Give yourself some grace when you have days that are stressful, days that are hard, days that you just want to pull out your hair, days that you want to just lock yourself in a closet with, coffee and a chocolate bar. Give yourself some grace. If you cheated off your diet, give yourself some grace. If you go to a party and there's all off-plan food, give yourself some grace with that. I have a friend who recently moved across a couple states, and she's on Trim Healthy Mama, and she was telling me just recently how hard it is going to be for her, and that she just doesn't want to jump back on Trim Healthy Mama. And I told her, I said, you know what? I get it. I moved across country. I did not exactly want to think about eating healthy and eating on plan and make sure I had all the right ingredients. You got to give yourself some grace. So I told her, first of all, just give yourself some grace. You know, if you don't jump back into Trim Healthy Mama, it's going to be okay, because your family, you're settling into a new place, a new, everything's changed. Granted, you're around family now, but there's changes that are going to be happening. So give yourself some grace. And I want you to give yourself some grace, whether you cheat off your diet, you eat off plan, you have a binge moment, or you eat the kids' food, or you make something for your kids and you end up eating it, or whatever it is. Give yourself some grace. That is the best thing that you can do. Do not be hard on yourselves. All right? Just look past it. It's like when we go to the Lord and we ask Him to forgive us of our sins, what do? We dwell on that. We're like, oh, how could He ever forgive me? Look what I just did. You know what? When we ask God's forgiveness, He says, okay, and He forgets it and never, ever remembers it. But we dwell on it. We can't forgive ourselves for eating those off-plan ingredients. We can't forgive ourselves for cheating or doing the things that we, do that may affect our diets and help us to gain weight and not lose weight. You got to give yourself some grace. All right? Now, along with that one, number 2, we need to make healthy food choices. If you are not able to follow your diet plan 100%, the best thing you could do, the next best thing you could do, is just make healthy food choices. Now, you may lose a job. You may have a hit financially where there's a bill that needs to get paid, or there's a medical emergency and you have to pay for these things. You might not be able to afford some of the ingredients for Trim Healthy Mama or your other diets that you used to be able to afford. All right, so there is where you need to give yourself grace, but you also can switch things around and just make healthy food choices. Now, foods that people on Trim Healthy Mama don't eat and they ask you not to eat, they're not wicked, evil foods. They are still foods that God made, okay? God made bananas. People think we're not supposed to eat bananas on Trim Healthy Mama. It's just one of those foods that you eat in moderation. That's all it is, all right? So give yourself grace and also make healthy food choices. If you make healthy food choices, all around, you're still going to feel good. Your health is going to be good, and you're not going to get, all that weight that you think you're going to gain, right? If you're eating off plan, or, if you're counting those points or whatever it is. Just remember those things: grace and healthy food choices. Then I want you to drink your water. If you follow me on Instagram, I mention it all the time. I want you to drink your water. Have a water bottle with you. Have a glass of water. Challenge yourself to wake up and drink water. Challenge yourself to drink a glass of water before all your meals. Challenge yourself to drink some before you go to bed. I know that's a tough one, though. And you know why that's a tough one. Nobody wants to wake up in the middle of the night to use the restroom. We want to sleep the whole night through like a baby, don't we? All right. Drink your water. Have some with you all the time. Now, if you want to make sure you drink the right amount of water that your body needs, go ahead and research how much it is that you think you need. And, there's a way to do it where you take half your body weight, put it in ounces and something like that. So figure out what you think would be best for you to do, and bring water with you all the time. Every time you leave the house, have a glass of water, have a bottle of water with you. You go on a walk, have some water with you. You drive into work, on the way home from work, have some water. Go into the store, have some water. It's going to help you, especially this summer, right? It's supposed to be 99 degrees today, and that's outside. That's not in the sun. If you were to go outside today, right now, and be standing in the sun with a thermometer, it's going to be well over 100. Thursday, it's supposed to be like 105, but that's not in the sun. You ask Google what the temperature is. I have an Amazon Alexa. Ask her what the temperature is. Oh, I'm on a rabbit trail. I should stop. Anyway, it's going to be hot where I live this week. It's going to be hot where you live this week probably too. Drink your water. So, number 1 is give yourself some grace. Number 2 is make healthy food choices. Number 3, drink yourself lots of water. Drink lots of water. Just drink your water. And I will do my best to continue to speak clearly and English so everybody can understand me. All right, now my next challenge is for, this mostly is for Trim Healthy Mama, because a lot of people who follow Trim Healthy Mama know that there's a new cookbook coming out in September. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Like I mentioned last week, how could you make better than the best thing that you already have, right? Trim Healthy Mama's doing that. So with the new cookbook coming out, everyone's having these cookbook challenge, where you go back through the book and make some recipes that you haven't made. So that's what my challenge is for you this week. I want you to make one new recipe. Look through the cookbook, go online and search things, and make one new recipe. Something that you not normally make. If it's for breakfast, you want to make for yourself, lunch for yourself, a snack, a shake, or a dinner for the family. I'm going to challenge you to make one new recipe. Now, I know a lot of you are making more than one new recipes and stuff, and I think that's fabulous. I've been joining in on it and making different recipes, and it has been great because you're finding new favorites, like that Busted Myth banana cake. I hadn't made it. Got that cookbook for almost 2 years, and I never made it, and then finally I made it, and I'm like, wow, this is awesome. This is the best recipe for cake ever. So, if you haven't tried that, have that be your new recipe. Just make sure you have oatmeal, because you need to grind up your oats for that one. So, those are 4 of the 5 tips that I want to share with you. If you would like to know what the 5th one is, I want you to head over to my blog, which is called cookiecrumbfun.com. Cookie Crumb Fun. All right? I'll have a link below to it, and you can go to it and check out what my final challenge is. If you participate in this challenge, I would love for you to come back next week and tell me if you were able to be successful in any of those. You don't have to. I'm not going to have a reward. It's just for you to know that you have better health, that you worked harder to make your life healthier. All right? So those are my challenges for you. 5 challenges. Number 1, what was that? Give yourself some grace when you fail. Give yourself some grace when you eat off plan. Give yourself some grace when you go to that graduation or that wedding and you eat the cake. Yeah, there's going to be cake at my son's birthday party tonight. I've decided already it's too hot to turn the oven on. I'm not making a cake. We're going to Costco and getting a cake. I'm not going to eat that cake. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do so I don't eat that cake tonight. But I don't want to give myself some grace because I don't want to fail. So I'm going to drink my water. And I'm going to make healthy food choices. I've been doing really good this week because I keep thinking how I'm trying to encourage you. And I'm like, every time I eat off plan, I'm thinking, but I'm trying to get those watching to not do that. And here I am doing it. I need the encouragement just as much as you do. I am not perfect. I love Trim Healthy Mama. I follow Trim Healthy Mama. But I have my moments where I don't eat correctly. So I need to make healthier food choices. I am making healthier food choices. And of course, I feel better, and the weight of the scale, is showing me that it's working. So make make healthier food choices, and drink your water, and make a new recipe. I have no idea what new recipe I'm going to make this week. I am going to get out the book, and I'm going to make a new recipe, probably for breakfast or for lunch or for snack. I have my menu all set for dinner. So I will come back and I will tell you next week what the thing is that I chose for, what's the challenge? One new recipe. So I will share that with you next week. Hopefully I will remember. So thank you so much for joining me today at Cookie Crumb Fun. And if you want to know that number 5 tip, go ahead and go over to my blog, Cookie Crumb Fun, and it will be there in a complete blog post. So if you are new, please subscribe. If you're not, thank you so much for being faithful and watching my videos. And don't forget these challenges, and I encourage you to stick with it. Don't give up, and give yourself some grace this week. I hope you all can stay cool, as I'm going to do my best to stay cool, turn on the air conditioning, and just drink my water and make some slushies this week. I'm going to be going downstairs probably pretty soon and making a slushie. That sounds so yummy, doesn't it? Go make one. It's in the cookbook. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Monday with a brand new Trim and Healthy Mama video. And tomorrow, I have a Amazon haul that I got a few weeks ago that I forgot to share with you that I'm bringing out that I made a video for. So look for that tomorrow. All right, until next time, I will see you then. Be a blessing.